Welcome, everyone. The regular season is in the books. The battle for the East begins. Round one, game one. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony. Chris Webber is here. Our sideline reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And with us tonight, basketball expert Bill Simmons. Bill, you look great. Thank you for being here.
I'd like to say hi to all the people who traded for Anthony Davis in the GMO.
David, he's come a long way. Thank you. Bill, you look at the career path of Kevin Durant. Some guys want to be the man. Other guys want to be a significant part of a bigger picture. He can play a lot of different roles. And he's so good. That's what makes him so, compelling.
Right. He is a guy that can fit into any system and figure out what to do. And I think that's really rare talent. I actually think Larry Bird and Magic Johnson were like that. And I'd be willing to. LeBron is, in my opinion, one of the three best players ever. LeBron, you always kind of have to fit into what he's good at. All the teammates that he's had, he's like certain types of guys. Durant is somebody that just loves being part of a bigger team. It doesn't care if he shoots 28 times. Doesn't really want to.
So confident in his
wants to pass.
Yeah.
He's an elite passer, and he's just good at everything. And I don't think he gets enough credit for that. You look at like your 2K rating. What would be a bad part of his 2K rating? He's good at everything.
So the next starting five. Allen is out there with Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Irving. And it's Smith in at the two-guard position. And for Boston, Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Cantor in at the center position. And here in Boston, Bill, the place where you received your master's degree in journalism. Talk about the Celtics at that time in the early to mid-90s.
Well, Larry Bird retired, Kevin McHale retired. They knocked the Boston Garden down. We were in the lottery for a bunch of years. It was a terrible decade, Kevin. Thanks for asking.
But still a Boston fan, true and true, right? Huh?
Yeah. Well, I grew up, we were doing well, then we weren't doing well, and now we're doing great again. That's the team of the future.
Boston shooting their first free throw of the game right now. That's good from Walker.
Not a guy you want to foul. Walker's a tremendous free throw shooter and does a great job of getting himself to the line.
Here's Irving. That's a 2 from Smith. Gets a very good look and converts.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Walker goes in, and the layup falls. Walker's got 5.
And although Walker is just 6'1", he possesses impressive strength, as he showed right there.
A handful of players land the Supermax contract, Bill. By and large, how do you see those deals working out?
It's tough. Nobody's really been happy with it yet. It's so much money, and it's such a big part of somebody's salary cap, and you're just kind of handicapped with it. And we've seen John Wall as the worst case scenario, but the situation Charlotte was in with Kemba Walker, where he makes the All-NBA team, and now his Supermax is $240 million instead of $180. Like, that's crazy. And in a salary cap league, to pay $50 million a year for somebody is just nuts. It compromises the ceiling of the team. So the Bucks are in this position with Giannis, where he's making $55 million a year and the cap's $120. How are you going to put a good team around?
You can't maneuver.
You can't. So I would put a wrinkle in there that I would make the Supermax, whatever, pay the player whatever the number is, but it only counts for like $32 million or something. Make it so that it's not prohibitive.
Percentage of the total cap.
Yeah, make his cap figure is 32, even if you're paying him 55, and then that way people could compete better.
Fires the 3. Boston again missing. The Nets with the lead. Here's Irving. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
I love the aggressive mentality. Irving is terrific at pouncing on any available lane to the basket.
Walker the pass to Tatum. Inside, Brown. Count it. Brown's got his second bucket of the game to go. And from everything we're hearing, Bill, the draft one and done aspect may be coming to an end.
I think for me, the G League is the key to all of this. I would like to see the guys come right out of high school and go into the G League and have an actual infrastructure that's attached to the real
And the
team.
G League is having an effect on the NBA. There are a lot of former guys from that league playing in the big league.
And the other thing is, like, sports rights are becoming more and more valuable with the streaming services. Just the fact that you can watch a game anywhere you are. You can watch it on your phone. You can watch it if you're in China. You can watch it if you're in Hawaii. And I think the G League should be a bigger thing. So if they can figure out a way to kind of steal college basketball's corner with some of this stuff while also preparing these guys. The one and done, that makes no sense to me. I don't understand what anyone gains from going to college for 5 months and then pretend they're a college student.
Good defense, but Irving's crafty. Always seems to find a way to create space.
And now, the first timeout call here for Boston. Big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Jordan. Bogut comes in for Jarrett Allen. Harris is checked in for Smith. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Wanamaker. Williams trying to break free. And Wanamaker gets it to go. You've been producing documentaries going deeper into athlete stories, which I know you love, because I think you're curious more than anything else.
Yeah.
So what drew you to that process?
Initially, it was we dove into these stories. We thought that was the inefficiency of it. Instead of these big, broad documentaries, concentrate on events and players and moments and things like that. And I think as you get into that and you start doing it, it just becomes intoxicating. And the cool thing about it is no story should be told the same way you would tell somebody else's story. You just don't know. You got to figure it out. Like, we had Steve Nash his last Lakers season. He wanted to do a documentary about it. And then we spitballed it, and we decided it was actually a better idea to do an in-the-moment digital series about it that you could experience in real time with the thing. And it was the right idea, and that was really good. I think trying to figure out what story clicks the best with an athlete, how to tell whatever story they have correctly, is the coolest part of it.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And the winning mentality, Durant, I mean, he can take over games. He puts the team on his back.
And that one's good. Green.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defender.
Here's Dinwiddie. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Passes to Bogut. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Outside Durant. Fires from deep. 5 on the clock. Rebounded by the Celtics. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Smart goes in. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for Brooklyn. On the wing, Harris. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Green from deep, and it's sent back by PD. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. He notched 8 points.
I love the ball movement so far, G8. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
So it's the Celtics now, trailing by 5. Bill, do you ever think we're going to eliminate conferences in the NBA playoff seeding?
I think that they would have done a 16 seed no conference playoff format years ago. I think they're really worried about their travel though. And they've looked at it and they've really studied it and they've looked at the effects of, let's say Boston plays Portland in round 1 and you're flying 3,100 miles or 3,200 miles in 3 time zones and all that stuff. And it's a 2-2-1-1-1 series. What is the effect on the team if it goes 7? I think they're really afraid of it. I wish they did it. I don't like the conferences. I don't really understand them. And over the course of NBA history, they've been really confused by the conferences. I wrote about this in the book of basketball, where we had years where San Antonio was playing in the East for a while,
yes.
and Baltimore was in the West. Which, go look at a map. Baltimore being in the West is ridiculous. Baltimore was in the West and Philly was in the East, and they're like 50 miles away from each other.
Yeah, made no
so
sense.
they've never really 100% figured out the conferences. And I just think the 1 through 16 makes more sense.
It would sure be better basketball.
It would be better.
Yeah. They've got Marcus Smart. Green is out there with Williams. And it's Wanamaker in at the 1 spot. That's the Boston 5. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. There's the pass to KD. No good on the triple.
He hasn't been able to do much damage outside the 3-point line. Just 1 triple for him in the game. And that was back in the first quarter.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Bill, you wear so many hats, writing, producing, performing. You're running the Ringer, which is highly successful. What role satisfies you the most?
I would say working with young people and trying to help them get better. I think that's the coolest thing you can do, especially if you feel like you've done some good stuff and accomplished some things and realized some dreams. Like, the next thing to do is just to, can you help other people get to where they should be?
Well, a lot of this wasn't around when you were growing up. So
No.
what were your dreams?
My dream initially was, the most satisfying thing is just not knowing what's next, but taking chances and hoping things are going to be fun and work out. You have to have a good team around you, and you have to have like 6 or 7 awesome people that you completely trust who can help you do stuff, because it's impossible to do everything yourself, especially if you're trying to increase the scale of what you're doing. And I think that even works for an NBA organization. You know, it's not like one person running everything. I would say putting a good team around you is the most important thing.
Here's Dinwiddie. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Dinwiddie's got 4 points this quarter. And Bill, over a quarter of today's NBA players were born in a country other than the United States. The talent is that broad all over the globe.
And Giannis was born on another planet. We don't know what planet
He is
was.
otherworldly.
It wasn't Earth. I think he just got dropped from some satellite. Yeah, this all starts with.
I love it too, don't you? I love the
I
fact
do.
we've got players from Latvia and Greece and all over.
What's cool about it is they all kind of have distinct identities and quirks, and one of the things that makes somebody like Doncic so much fun to watch is he's not like anybody else. Like, he's close to James Harden, but he's also that step back 3 that he was taking that he's been making his whole life. Other than Harden, nobody was even really shooting it that way, you know? And I think there's an unselfishness with the European guys that is really useful for the way the American style.
100% agree.
They really, guys move without the ball, it's give and go, and it's not just like clear out, I'm up.
Yeah. The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Walker. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Walker's got 9 points.
And Walker, with his great balance and coordination, very smooth transitioning into the pull-up.
Count it. And it's 9 points for Spencer Dinwiddie.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Walker dishes to Tatum. Brown outside. Back to Tatum. Puts it up. From the top of the key, he buries it. Tatum's got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces on his pass.
Dinwiddie kicks to Mirotic. Over Tatum. And Cantor pulls it down.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And entertaining as always, Bill, thank you so much for stopping by. We always appreciate your time.
Thank you. Just, I don't want to do any Celtic games. Can we not do that? I
The
don't.
Nets. Allen's checked in for Chandler. Durant comes in for Mirotic. Nick Young's checked in for Joe Harris. And Irving subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie. That'll be a 5-second call. Walker against Irving. Outside Tatum. And it's sent back by Allen. The shot's good from Cantor. And 101 left to play here in the half. Irving looking for an opening. Walker with some nice D.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Pass to Tatum. Here's the three. But they'll get another chance. Cantor's shot is off. And KD's got the ball here for the Nets. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Enes Kanter.
When KD gets it in that close to the rim, you're out a good option. He's so good. I mean, sometimes you just give him the foul. You just give the foul.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. That one is off. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Brad Wanamaker comes in for Gordon Hayward. And he's good on the second. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. To the middle, here's Wanamaker. Right side, Williams. Brown wide open, he fired. Trains the three-pointer. Brown's got 8.
Well, how about the quickness of that release? Brown just draining that catch-and-shoot jumper with ease.
And here is KD. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow! So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Nets lead by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away. An interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third.
Looking at the Nets, they hung tough in what was a closely contested first half. If what we've seen in Game 1 so far is any indication, we're going to have quite a series on our hands. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, I thought that turning point was when the bench came in. Those guys really hustled and they gave the team some energy. And then they started to score baskets. That was the bonus.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
Well, I thought the one bright spot last is key because that's how you string together a series of big stops.
And that
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. Kyrie Irving is out there with Nick Young. And it's Durant. And there's Jared Allen. And it's Bogut in at the center. Irving against Walker. Irving misses. The Celtics with the lead. Brown outside. Rebounded by the Nets. Durant's got his 4th rebound in this one. The kick out to Young. And the Nets, another 3. Third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
A floater. Walker's shot is off.
Might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. They need to calm down, play their game.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Moment here now for an injury report. And now we'll send it over to Hall of Famer David Aldridge for an update on Wilson Chandler. David?
Hey, Kevin. I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Brooklyn. And guys, he says it's just a bruised shoulder. Good news because at first they feared it was much worse. Hopefully, Kevin will be able to still see him out on the floor with his team during the playoffs.
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him. Bogut down low, guarded by Walker. They get it back. Allen passes to Bogut. Another shot from 11 feet away. Kicks it out to Allen. Goes up again, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the defender was a little out of position there and sends Bogut to the line.
The Nets have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line. Free throw good, Bogut.
An NBA all-rookie first team, and then much later, an NBA champion. Bogut's had every other kind of season in between.
And he can't hit the second. Allen passes to Bogut. Well, fade away. Again, the miss by Bogut.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
Hayward can't hit. Nets leading by 5. A deep three from Durant. Rebound, Boston. Tatum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The drive by Green, and the layup's good off the glass. Green's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
You can see the D just a little slow getting to the bucket. I mean, he'll make you pay for that.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
The shot's good from Irving.
That's the bulldog in Irving. Getting inside, challenging the D, and coming away with the bucket.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Tatum. Makes it off the glass.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's foul number 2 for him. Austin making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. Drops in the tray.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Wanamaker looking over the floor. Pass to Poirier. 6 to shoot. That one wide left.
Come on, you got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that next time.
Chandler, no good. Celtics trail by 6. Outside Tatum. Outside Williams. And they convert it last on a tip, number 3. Williams has got his 2nd bucket. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. There's a minute 34 left in the 3rd quarter. And that one, good. Smith's got 7 points.
Well, here's the thing. Irving draws so much attention from the defense. I mean, there's always a guy left wide open.
And stolen by Irving. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break. Irving's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Wanamaker. Off target from 3-point range. And here are the Nets. They're on a 15-6 run. Smith dishes to Chandler. And the Nets, another 3.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
A nice shot by Poirier.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
And there's the pass to Mirotic. Offline with his 3. Celtics trail by 9. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's good, 2 points. He's got 6.
With the height, the footwork. No wonder Tatum's knocked down mid-range from him.
Now, here is Irving. 8 points for him. From deep. The shot that time, not on target. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. round one. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. Walker and Smart, the guards. Ennis Cantor is out there with Williams, and it's Brown in at the 3 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
We see how elusive Irving is, and he uses this skill to draw contact on the way up.
And that one falls for Irving.
The former #1 overall pick. Tremendous success early in his career. Irving continues to find ways to improve.
Both free throws good for Irving.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Here's Walker. Wilson Chandler with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Brown. Here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Irving can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 7. And Smart with the basket on the assist by Walker.
Like a freight train running downhill, Smart, unstoppable in the open court.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Yeah, he's shaking up a bit. No choice.
For Boston. And then for Brooklyn, Andrew Bogut checked in for Chandler. Harris comes in for Smith. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. He likes the effort, he likes the play. He said, look, we're rolling now, guys. Let's get that momentum and keep it, and let's make the most of it to win this series. See if they can get it done.
All right, David, thanks.
Walker's a score first. Shots like that floater are an integral part of his arsenal.
Outside Mirotic. Here's Luau. Ended by Hayward. Hayward with some nice D. Rebounded by Bogut. Bogut's got his 4th rebound in this one. Brooklyn leading by 5. Dinwiddie kicks to Mirotic. The rebound by the Celtics. Here's Hayward. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 3 assists now in this one.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
16 feet away. Walker with some nice D. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Walker with it. Now guarded by Mirotic. And he gets it back.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Now that's how you mount a comeback. They're not all the way back, but they're getting it.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Definitely not pleased with their reach. Terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Williams. Then for the Nets, Jared Allen's checked in for Luau. Durant comes in for Mirotic. Young is subbed in for Harris. Here's Boston now. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. And it's Brown missing.
Can't quite find his 3-point touch in the second half yet. He had 2 in the first half, but still none since the break.
Here's KD, and right through it goes. And the Nets lead by 3.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Pass to Cantor. Hayward kicks to Cantor. Nice ball movement by Boston. Boston again missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like it, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Unloads. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Celtics trail by 4. Over to the left wing. A three-pointer off the mark.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Great D that time from Tatum. Celtics have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Good work there as it goes. Now just a 2-point Nets lead.
Surprising leadership from a young player. Tatum remains focused in big moments.
Hogan finds Durant. 1:15 left to play here in the fourth. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. Austin's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Well, amazing. So much talent for Tatum, but also that X factor.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting not great, 40% for the game. Durant attacking. It's good!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're behind. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Ejected by Young. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Irving. No good off the back of the rim. Here are the Celtics with the ball. A 2-point game. Gets the bucket and the foul. That's on Nick Young.
A gigantic bucket. Brown stepping into the spotlight when it matters most.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
Wrong guy to put on the line in the close game. You know he's not going to miss.
Brooklyn with the ball. Now 8 seconds separate the two clocks. Durant, the pass to Irving. Fires at the elbow. Here's Bogut. It's in!
And that bucket was absolutely huge. A defensive stop now may just seal the deal.
Time called here. The Celtics, 2 seconds left in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
You know, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
Yeah, down by 1. You'd expect them to go for 2 here unless they get something wide open on the perimeter.
Walker with it. From past the arc. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.